So quick update on the car here. Serge is getting the doors back together. I would like to put OE door panels on here. You can see these are kind of pulled away. I'd like to get that done, you know, that's fixed. We're gonna fix the dash. I'm not sure if we're replacing it or fixing it, but it does have a pretty big crack in it right there, you can see. And the airbag pocket is on there. We got to get this interior all cleaned up still. Somebody at some point in its life did kind of a shitty job painting it. They painted right over the AC lines. I wouldn't mind taking these off and painting them black, cleaning them up. Motor mounts toast. This engine has been swapped before. We do have a cold air intake to go on it yet. Serge took the battery out at some point. It'd be nice to clean up that firewall. The Serge is getting this all cleaned up over here. The ironic thing in taking this all apart is somebody at some point has spent a lot of time and a lot of money making this interior very 2000s. We got to fix the headliner, by the way. Different seats for it yet. Let's get some Sparkos. Hopefully the old school ones. Serge, what are you doing there, Serge?
Door stuff.
Door stuff, yeah. Jams look decent though. And then I think we're gonna get the bumpers redone. This is no fault of the body shop. We prepped these ourselves, but you can see the scratches and cracks from well, it's a fiberglass body kit. This is what they're notorious for doing when you hit something. So I wouldn't mind getting them fixed up and maybe actually letting the pros do it this time. The funny thing is, we sanded this and primed it. You can see it at all, and the paint just magnifies it so much. I'm not a painter. Maybe one of you guys are. You could let me know what happened there. So that's kind of the update where we are. We still have the brakes to do. Axles, we got to lower it. So the actual Fast and the Furious car wasn't lowered at all. It sat like this, but we're definitely lowering this car. We got the timing belt to do. We got a water pump put in it. Like I said, the cold air, brakes. There's endless work to go yet, and find an amplifier. So recent update, Serge actually got these to line up flush. If you remember before, they were in about ½ an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch. He's got them nice and flush now. You polish the headlights, front end looks new, Serge.
It does.
Some little Serbian in your life. There we go. We gotta figure this out. So we were messing around here, like nothing has brackets. I mean, somebody zip tied it, so I guess E for effort there. We'll figure that out. We still have the cold air intake going here. We did find the wheel locking key we were looking for.
What kind do you need?
Like that. Spline one for that. We thought maybe we could put a triple point in there, but it doesn't quite fit. I think I still have the Lamborghini one though somewhere that might fit in there. So in here, Tegan's got the interior all apart. And we got rid of the mouse smell, but I'll talk about that in a second. So we need a vacuuming and a cleaning, maybe some bleach. So I came over here and I'm like, Tegan, what are you doing? Like, where did you find all this? And he found it in the sub box. I wish the video had smell, but it doesn't.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, so this reeks of mouse.
Nice sealed compartment of
Tegan, did you see that?
Oh, good.
Can't tell where he came in from because
It's open along this edge.
Oh, okay. It's amazing they can squeeze in there. But yeah, so anyway, we'll get this cleaned up, vacuumed out. Things are moving along, smelling better all the time. We'll get rid of that. Yeah, I guess it's the goal. Can't smell worse. We'll get Tegan or Graham to clean that up yet. If you guys could see this, like, there's so much electrical tape on everything and Scotch locks on everything. In here, there's even more. And it's pretty crazy. The airbag module's missing, but not the end of the world. Anyway, I was gonna put a Sparko steering wheel in it. So this is a mystery plug. We don't know what that is. There's nothing plugged into it. Like old speaker wire. This, I'm pretty sure, is from the 90s. So we'll get rid of that, clean all this up, and keeps going. The amp wiring is its own disaster back here. So, well, the amp wasn't in here, but we're gonna have to fix all this. Actually, oddly enough, we touched one of these positive wires that now has tape on it to the seat, and it sparked. So that was weird. But anyway, cruising along. I'm on the fence about the doors. They are kind of rough, but could be fixed. I don't know. Do I fix them? Do I put stock door panels on? I'm not sure. The cool thing is it matches the air of the car. I like that. And I hopefully ordered a new hatch seal today, because as you can tell, it's missing from there back. So online though, they just show you a universal seal. So that's kind of like what it looks like. It looks like it's just right there where it's split it.
Yeah, they sell them in a coil.
Yeah, so I think it's just a coil seal, Derek? Coil seal?
Yep.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. So anyway, it seems to be running a little rough since the paint surge. I don't know if they got some water in the hole or what.
Paint got in there.
Paint got in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the fumes.
The fumes, yeah. Tegan, what the fuck's going on here? All right, so Tegan's gonna fire it up here, and we'll see. burning rich as shit. I wonder if an injector is stuck open because it just reeks of fuel. Oh, it's not firing at all.
That one's cold, and that one's cold. This one's hot. That one's hot.
That one's hot, good.
Misfiring on 2 cylinders. I wonder if they have it backwards.
Oh.
Shut it down.
Yeah. Yeah, wouldn't that be something? Let's see.
Which holes are firing?
He's just gonna switch the wires around and see if, because 2 of them are missing. Go fire it up again, Tegan.
It runs the same.
Runs about the same. Okay. Okay, well, sounds good. We can start with plugs and wires and stuff. We have them here.
I'll change this so we don't.
Yeah. So we're actually, for our first time, going underneath the green Eclipse. That's right. I painted a car without going underneath it. That's Steve doing Steve things, I guess. So, yeah, Tegan, let's take this thing up, bud. Yeah, let's see what we can see here. And see what we're getting into. So, Tegan, I'm actually impressed. Like, there's like, you know, bullshit like these zip ties not cut. And they did have underglow lighting. Oh, there's one of the tubes there.
Yeah, one still remains.
Well, yeah, we broke this one while dragging it through the bush. I have video of that. Overall, like, Tegan, who does this? Oh, what do you got there? Sway bar, or what is that? Yeah,
well, that's a link.
Yeah.
Some of our bushes, I can't imagine, are great.
Wait, what is this? What's going on here? Hold on. Was that an under? Oh, that went to the tube over here, I think.
I'm sure that went over. Oh yeah, because this is snipped, so this is probably the one we snipped off the trailer.
Oh, okay, yeah. You know what, though? Like, look at the floor.
Yeah, it's only a little bit caved in, like the other one.
Standard things.
The exact same.
Man, underglow's come a long way. I remember buying these back in the day. I worked at Subway and had a Nissan Sentra. I had these on. No rear diff in this one. We bought struts for this one too, didn't we?
We have at least one strut.
Okay, good, because we need at least one back here.
Well, we need at least one of them.
Oil pan's leaking, like the red one.
It'll be a lot easier to change though.
Oh yeah, it'll be way easier.
Look, you get so much more fuel when you don't have a rear diff.
Yeah. Yeah, both these struts are leaking up here. Dude, there's a, like, guys, who works on these cars? You see this, Tegan? Looks like a...
Knock sensor? No.
You think knock? I'm thinking
No.
aftermarket, like
Not
boost
knock.
sensor or something.
Yeah.
Like, is it supposed to be in that charge pipe somewhere? Or maybe the OE charge pipe?
Yeah, it's like melted or broken or something.
Yeah.
On top.
Goes with the rest of the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the floor itself looks nice for what it is anyway. Yeah, no rear diff, no axles. This all looks good. Overspraying the muffler, that'll burn off. But we're gonna do something about that because that'll drive me mental.
Oh yeah, sitting right on the subframe.
Yeah. Did you wiggle the front at all? Where did you find that? What is going on here?
Oh, this is just underglow.
I left you alone for 5 seconds.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
What were we doing originally? Oh yeah, we were looking at this exhaust leak. I think I found it. Do you have a light on you? Yeah, I found the exhaust leak.
Yeah.
How close is it to the O2 sensor?
1.5 inches.
Oh yeah, I think I know why it's running so rich.
A little bit of extra oxygen.
Yeah,
Only,
okay. We can get one of those tomorrow from a supplier.
Oh, no AC on this one either.
Yeah, and same oil leak.
Yeah, same oil leaks. So this one had AC because there's a piece of it up here.
Oh yeah, hey.
But the
Maybe on the engine swap?
the compressor goes on the other side. Goes here.
Interesting.
It's supposed to.
Yeah. This oil pan will be easy, you got no diff in the way.
Yeah.
What
So much
what is
more
here?
I'm not sure. I was looking at these.
Oh my god, it keeps going.
They go up there somewhere. Or it's where they're from.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, well, let's get busy here. Good morning, guys. Welcome back. It's another day, and you know what's funny? So it's morning, I just walked into the shop, and I realized I have a problem, because this is the current scenario. That's my car. That's my car. That's my car. That's my car. And that's my car. Like, is this a bad problem or a good problem? Can somebody comment and tell me? Because I'm starting to really wonder, like, is it a good thing to have so many cars or a bad thing? Keep in mind, there's other cars that aren't here right now. My Supra or BMW for those guys isn't here. My wife's Tesla's not here. My truck isn't here. Actually, my truck is here. It's outside, my Colorado. So you guys tell me, is it a good problem or bad problem? The saga of why you don't buy a cheap Eclipse continues, especially a Fast and Furious themed one. It's early and well, we have the door off, we've got some angle grinders out, and we've got a surge here digging away. We're trying to figure out why the door was sagging, and we now know.
Need some light, sir? Looks pretty dark on there.
So that's a problem. The big one, Surge, like I said, how does moisture even get in there?
I don't think it's moisture.
Well, rust comes from moisture though, no?
Well, somebody's grinded this hole and then I think it just broke.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to rebuild that.
So maybe somebody was hanging off the door, or this is in an accident and it...
No, I checked, there was no claims on it. I mean,
that whole frame, the whole side was welded.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so actually, interesting enough, good point, Serge. There's no claims on this car. However, this panel's definitely been replaced. Yeah. So
when we had the taillight out, you could see welds.
You could see spot welds in there. Yeah, it's a good point. I actually forgot about that. So it is possible maybe it was in a collision and just they didn't claim it, perhaps.
Maybe. Yeah.
But so what's the plan here, Serge, my fabricator? Cut that out and build something?
Well, we're gonna clean out all the loose stuff.
Yeah.
These are all the nuts that we're holding the door on,
right,
which were not welded on anymore.
Yeah, that's the OE nut, but the weld was broken.
Yeah. Which
is normal for anyone wondering, any manufactured vehicle, this happens to all the time. Especially on subframes where the bolt goes up underneath. That's pretty common.
There we go. There's another one. You don't want loose nuts.
All right, well, we're gonna rebuild that. We'll be back in 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1, 5. 5? 4, 3, 2, 1. 5. Search for anybody asking the color of the car. What color is the car?
It's tape color.
Masking tape green. Look at that, it blends in perfectly. That looks awesome. We're gonna get that painted up.
No, we're just gonna paint it
black. We're gonna paint it black, seal it up, and then the door won't fall anymore. Okay, here's said car. I would like to take a second to point out the difference that a wheel spacer makes. Today's stance, yesterday's stance. Look at that. How's it even acceptable? All right, moving on. We have all kinds of parts happening over here. This is all for that car. So we've got lowering springs, belts, new struts, new mounts, new shocks for the hatch, new wiper blades, 4 wheel bearings, exhaust gaskets, new deck, a couple new amplifiers, timing belt kit. I don't even know what's in that box. Brake, shift knob, another wheel spacer, valve cover gasket, ball joints, motor mounts. I don't know what's in that box. That's some of it. So lots to do. So if you guys can hear me, one of the things that needs to happen, we do need door seals for this. We do have the drip rails going inside the car. I would like to update the interior with different door cards. Should I find some? If I can't, we'll just fix these up. Same as these and the center console. The dash does need to be repaired or replaced, hopefully replaced. Things are going good. Talking to a local guy, Jay, about some new, doing some Sparco race seats. There's lots to do, but we have got lots done. All those parts still got to go on the car and lower it. During the movie car wasn't actually lowered, and I didn't know that, but I did talk to a guy named Dom Dub about it. And yeah, it wasn't lowered, so it had a stance like this, which to me is not acceptable. I want it more like this, right? So keep in mind, this is a 17, that's an 18-inch wheel, but gives you an idea. Deegan's living his best life over there. We do need to make some brackets because whoever did this motor swap or engine swap, well, I mean, yeah, I don't need to say a whole bunch about it. Map sensors and coil packs zip tied, and there's some tidying up to do. And then Tegan, did this one need the rod or the red one? Red one needs the rod. That needs a rod? Yeah. Yeah, so we don't need a rod here. Just everything else to go with it. Check it out, guys. Things are coming along so good. I'm so excited for this Fast and the Furious Eclipse theme car. Replica, no, I don't know what you want to call it, but it'll look Fast and Furious. Things are coming along really good. I just sent my friend Justin to Calgary, which is 600 kilometers away, to get some parts for this car that we still need that are actually really hard to find. Found some awesome dude on the local marketplace. So this is cool. I want to show you guys something else that if you don't follow my other channel, you haven't seen this. This is my Mia Toretto tribute car. I guess. It's not exact, but it's not even close at the same time, but it's similar. If any of that makes any sense. So this is my Mia Toretto 96 Integra. It's got the JDM front end. We're doing a K20 swap on it. We did the JDM spoiler. So Mia's car in the video, this one, as you can see, was actually a four-door car. But a lot of people don't know that because it's only in a couple of really quick clips. Nobody realizes it was actually a four-door car. Very few people I talked to. So this is my Mia Toretto car. It's got the wrong wheels, but they were white, but good luck finding the proper wheels. If you do have a die-cast toy, that's the Mia Toretto car. It's got chrome wheels on it. That's actually not correct. It did have white wheels with a polished lip. These are just obviously standard white wheels. We're doing the blue vinyl wrap on it, which we are gonna hopefully finish today. It's been a pile of work. I'll turn the camera around here. So as you can see, it was a red car, obviously. We did the K20 swap on it. I bought this car off my buddy Donovan. We put the GSR seats in it, the GSR console. Everything's coming along good. You can see some of the wiring down there still for the K20. This is gonna be a rad car. I do have the big side decals on the way. They're coming from Europe. There's the JDM front end I talked about, which I absolutely dig. Then the start of the K20, well, I wouldn't say I started the K20, we're probably 2/3 of the way into it. Things are coming along super good. I did contemplate painting it and not wrapping it. I chose to wrap it because number one, I didn't have time to prep it. And number two, the red underneath it is absolutely immaculate. So, you know, in the future, if somebody should change their mind or I should change my mind, we just peel it off and life goes on. So things are good, gotta get the antenna back in there. Yeah, definitely excited for it. We did black out the Acura logos. This is a car that I'm absolutely stoked for, especially with the 6-speed. Oh yeah, that was the other thing, it has a 6-speed. The downside to the 6-speed, if you guys know Honda, is that it's gonna be revving through the moon at 120 kilometers an hour, or like 70 miles an hour. It'll be through the moon, but super cool car. Drop me a comment. I can make all kinds of content with this. Definitely looking forward to that one. And as you guys saw, there is another car we are working on a build for in the near future. With all that said, let's get busy. Let's get some of this done and see where it takes us. It's a lot of work. That red car, you guys haven't seen the red car. Let's go outside. So this is a car we pulled out of the bush. I did lower it. I did put, well, this is the second set of wheels I put on it. And man, you got to save these DSM cars, right? These Eclipses are getting harder and harder to find. And this is actually an all-wheel drive GSX Eclipse. So definitely not an easy car to find. Definitely excited for it. And man, like it runs so good. So we are doing these racing seats. These are not bolted in right now, as you can see. We're getting different rails because they do sit pretty high, but I wanted to put these race seats in it. They're just a eBay special race seat, nothing fancy. And this is gonna be a rad car. So see, this is one of the trim pieces we just went to Calgary for. It's gonna be cool. Gonna put a single sub in it, nothing crazy, new drip rails. Definitely excited for this car. You guys gotta check out my other channel so you can see the build on this. There's been a whole bunch of stuff posted.